stupid, man. This is Hosea chapter 1. This is Hosea chapter 1, verse 8. Now when she had weaned, Lo Rama, she conceived and bare a son. Then said God, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass, and the place where it was said unto them, the children of Israel, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, and appoint the children of Judah and the children of Israel shall be gathered together, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel, which is God's seed, man. Who's God's seed? The Israelites, man. God, like, and that links back up to Romans chapter 9, man. Those are the Gentiles that Paul's talking about. And in verse 27 of the same chapter, Romans chapter 9, Isaiah also cries concerning Israel, though the number of children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved, man. Okay, so even Isaiah's prophecy links up with Hosea's prophecy, man. Okay, and Paul was just breaking down that there was a remnant of Israel that were of the Jews of the circumcision, identifying themselves as Jews, and the Gentiles who were actually Israelites that were being called Gentiles, man. All right? And that's the remnant, man. The remnant of Israel, the remnant according to grace, man. Everywhere in the Bible, the remnant is a remnant of Israel, man. Everywhere in the Bible, the remnant that's going to be saved by grace are the Israelites, man. All the way going back to the Old Testament. The other remnant of the heathens, they going into slavery, man. Like,
why would the Most High save the heathens if he already done said it in the Old Testament? The heathens is as a drop of a bucket to him, man. And Israel's the peculiar people, man. You people don't make no sense, man.
They don't make no sense,
They're
man.
retarded, man.
And what's real stupid is that these people talk about the covenants, and they say that the heathens going to inherit the covenants. All right, the covenant and the promises and everything like that. But the covenant, okay, the new covenant with the house of Israel and house of Judah is the same old covenant in Deuteronomy 28, man. In the book of Deuteronomy, the whole book of the law, man. It's the same covenant, and according to that covenant, when the Israelites start keeping the law, statute, commandments perfectly, the heathens are going to be under the curses and slaves, man.
Hey,
that is according to the Bible. Okay, so explain to me how the hell the heathens going to be part of the new covenant if in that same covenant they're going to be slaves, man.
Hey, right. That just show you niggas, like I said, you niggas is retarded, and that's what y'all really is. You want to know why? Why the fuck would you want the heathens to inherit the covenant? That means you're going to be even more of a slave than you already are, man. Why the fuck you want to continue to be a slave, you dumbass? You fucking moron. You retard, you imbecile, you nitwit. Why, man? Fucking assholes, man. Good,
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children.
Stupid, extremely stupid. Retards, man. That's who the fuck y'all are, man. What?
And they have none understanding.
At all.
None.
At all. Zilch. Not a drop, not a lick of understanding, man. What?
They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
These niggas all hip into fucking whipping dope, man. There's some fucking rapper named fucking 21 Savage here. In this song, within 10 seconds, he tell you how to cook crack, man. Cold water, hit the powder, and scrape the sides. He tell you how to cook crack in less than 10 seconds, man. Cut the stove off, straight pot. But yet, to do good, a nigga don't know shit, man.
Because in order to do good, you got to do what? Keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man.
Yep. Precept.
Call on that name.
Yep. This is Romans chapter 7, verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good.
Right.
They're not just, man.
Like, whoa, man. Paul literally saying that even though he wanted to keep the law to the best perfectly, he can't because he's in the sinful flesh, man. That's why he strived to keep the law, but he know that at the end of the day, it's Yahweh Shai, thanks be to God that through Yahweh Shai, that he's going to deliver us from the body of this death, man. Okay? And the twinkle of an eye, man.
Run the scripture back. That was good.
God damn, man. This is Romans chapter 7, verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good, man. Like,
Break it down. We'll break it down. Or is it plain?
it's plain.
Plain bacon.
Our people are through, man. Okay, through THR with 3 U's at the end, man. Like Yasha Wamba say, man. Through. Finished, man. Through. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer for Israel is that they might be saved. That they might be saved. Might be saved.
Who though?
Israel.
The heathen.
Israel.
Fucking asshole.
Might.
Might.
This nigga talking about he saved, kid.
These other niggas talk about the heathens, man.
Whoa,
Come
bruh.
on, man. That cut both of you niggas right there, man. Go ahead.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
Not
They
a
don't
lick.
know shit.
Not a lick. Right.
Verse 3. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of the Most High. Okay? And basically that's that. And at that time, Paul was talking about the Jews of the circumcision. They was trying to be justified in the sight of the Most High by their works, man. Okay, by how well they kept the law. But what they didn't understand is that the Most High was pretty much finished with that whole sacrifice, man. Sacrificing for your sins, and the Most High had concluded all of them under sin, man. Because if they was right, they wouldn't have been serving tribute to the fucking Romans, the Edomites, man. All right, they wouldn't have been in captivity, man. All right, so at that time, yeah, that was talking about the Jews of the circumcision and trying to be justified by the law, man. But that also go for you dumbass niggas out there talking about, oh, you know, you ain't got to keep the law, all right? That you going about to establish your own righteousness by doing that too, man. And trying to follow your traditions, man, and your doctrines, man. When the scriptures clearly tell you we establish the law by faith, man. Awake to righteousness and sin not. That's in the New Testament, man. And sin is the transgression of the law.
Right.
Like, bruh. Oh man, fool. It's all right though. It's all right. It's all right.
This is Jeremiah 8:20. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved.
Read that again, dog. Read that again.
This is Jeremiah 8:20. The harvest is past, and the summer is ended, and we are not saved.
I thought he said he ain't sin no more. He's saved. I thought he said he's saved, man. That's it.
Nah, I ain't got it. I'm too busy.
You got nothing else? You got nothing else? I don't know what to tell these niggas no more, man.
You know what? Let me get out James 1:1 just
Go
to
ahead.
seal the deal, man.
Go ahead. Hey, come on. You call us for that earlier? You got it.
This is the book of James 1:1. James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Not the heathen nations, not white man, not black man, to the 12 tribes. Scattered abroad, greeting. So, if you're not considering yourself part of the 12 tribes of Israel, no fucking greetings to you. Get ready for death.
Hey, and also, that proved that it said scattered abroad, and that was a letter.
God.
You know, the 10 tribes were over here in America, but that letters weren't sent over here. So that tell you the 12 tribes were scattered abroad in Israel.
In that,
too. That's
in
right.
that area.
Yeah, in that area. You know what I'm saying? Antioch, you know, all the places.
God.
Ammon, Moab.
Yep.
And to show you it's so simple. We can run the game to you right now, man. But the thing is, these niggas so simple-minded and they so hard-headed, they so stiff-necked. They don't want to hear it, man. This is a bloodline thing, man. If you are of the bloodline, it is speaking to you. There were Israelites who left Jerusalem, who went into heathen lands, lost their heritage, all right, and did as those heathens, but their bloodline still resonated as Israel, man.
Yeah, the bloodline still go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
And that's how simple it is, man.
They was just being called Gentiles because they was living in those other lands, okay, in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. That goes back to the curse in Deuteronomy 28, man. You shall be called bywords and proverbs, man.
That's right.
You shall discontinue from thine heritage, man. Like, what? They don't read the Bible. I don't know.
Who was it Yahushua when them people said, where is he going? Is he going to the
They said, the Jews said, whither shall he go that we shall not find him? Shall he go to the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? The dispersed among the Gentiles were the Israelites that were scattered, man. Okay, and the Jews just called those dispersed Israelites Gentiles.
Come on, man.
Can I bring these two out real quick, man? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to start at 1 Corinthians 12. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, it says, now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, Paul said his brethren are the Israelites. I would not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto dumb idols, even as ye were led. So Paul calls his brethren, the Israelites, Gentiles. But if you don't want to believe that these Gentiles are actually Israelites, flip back 2 chapters, Paul says to the Corinthians, moreover, brethren, I would not have ye ignorant, how that all our fathers passed under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, the Red Sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Yahushua. But with many of them God was not pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness, man. Where the fuck was the Moabites and the Edomites and the Ammonites and the Japhethites and the Mizramites in the wilderness with our people, man? Nowhere to be found, man. Damn, all our fathers.
That means if this truth is for the heathens, that means Paul was in heathen, man. Because Paul said our fathers, man. You morons, man. You guys know some more?
Yeah, God. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 25. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, who then can be saved? Verse 26. But Yahushua beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, with Yahweh all things are possible. Then verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto me, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on his throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. New Testament.
This is Galatians 4:1. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all. Okay? But he is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father. And Paul said in the previous chapter that the law was our schoolmaster. The law was our tutor to bring us to Yahushua. Who was under the law? The Israelites. The Israelites.
Sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Why these niggas come up here? I just gotta make sure that why these niggas come up here and talk about the heathens and the Gentiles and the white man and all that.
Because they ain't got no understanding, all right?
Right.
Sadish.
Brought that. Not a lick of knowledge.
Not a lick of knowledge.
You're right, you're right.
Because they have the zeal of God,
But not of knowledge.
but not according to knowledge, all right? That's what it is, all right?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Even so, we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of time was come, God sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law.
So that means Yahushua was born of a woman, not, not this mystical birth, of a woman and man, under the law
Right?
to redeem those who are under the law,
Exactly.
and those who are under the law are Israelites, right?
Right.
Wow.
Right. Con.
Is that simple?
Yes, it's that simple. That we might receive the adoption of sons. And because ye are sons,
Adoption.
because ye are sons, the adoption of sons is for those who are sons, okay?
Under the law.
Under the law. Okay, and who was under the law? Those were Israelites, man, which would prove that the sons that he's talking about are also
That are
Israelites.
being adopted. Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Boy.
And then Exodus 4:22 says, Israel is my son, even my firstborn, man. Yeah. And because ye are sons, God has sent forth the spirit of his son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Okay? Now let's go and get Hebrews, man. Let's go and get Hebrews, man. Cause we could do this all day. I don't mind, okay? I don't mind, man. Yes, scripture. This is Hebrews 2:7. Thou madest him a little lower than the angels, and thou crownedest him with glory and honor, and didst set him over the works of thine hands. Thou hast put all things under subjection under his feet, for in that he put all things in subjection under him, he left nothing that is not put under him. But now we see not yet all things put under him. But we see Yahushua, who was made a little lower than the angels, for the suffering of death, crowned with glory and honor, that he might, by the grace of God, should taste death for every man. Every man, okay? For it became him, for whom are all things and by whom are all things, to bring many sons unto glory. He's writing a book to the Hebrews, okay? To make the captain of their salvations perfect through suffering. For both he that sanctifieth and they who are sanctified are all one. For this cause he is not ashamed to call them brethren, saying, I will declare thy name unto my brethren. In the midst of the church I will sing praises unto thee. And again I will put my trust in him. And again, behold, I and the children which God hath given me. For in much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also took likewise to him, took part of the same. Okay, the children that God gave unto him, okay, are of the same flesh and blood as him. Okay, that through death he might destroy him that had power over death, that is the devil, and deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. For verily he took not unto him the nature of angels, but he took unto him the seed of Abraham, which are the Israelites.
Right.
Okay. Why? So that he could be basically like unto his brethren, man. So he could be a perfect captain of their salvation. He came down in a flesh similar to his brethren, so that he could save his brethren, man. Verse 17, wherefore in all things it behooved him to be like unto his brethren. So in order to be like unto his brethren, he came down as the seed, in the likeness of the seed of Abraham, man. He partook of their flesh and their blood, man. That's the church who he came to save, man. The elect of the nation of Israel, man. By blood.
Right.
That's right.
That he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to God, to make reconciliation for the sins of his people. For in that he himself has suffered, being tempted, he is able to secure them that are tempted. Plain.
This is Leviticus 26 and 46. These are the statutes and judgment and laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. Yeah, man. It's only the covenant, the blessings, and the promises, and the glory of the kingdom is only for Israel, man. And Yahushua came to bring us back, bring the scattered Israelites back for the elect to the Most High, basically, man. Nobody else. We're the only one that received this, man. These other nations, y'all under slavery.
Right.
And it only makes sense because the new covenant is not going to be written in their hearts. So they're going to be going off And so they're going to have to go into slavery.
That's right. Hey, man. That boy got anything else y'all want to say? That was good? That boy good? You got nothing to say? And with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to Allah, I give my dead pushing the truth and all truth and sincerity. On 3, death to America. 1, 2, 3.
Death to America!
Shalom.